Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. Um, I'm doing a TV series review of a TV series called Missing in Alaska, and I kind of was leery when I started, when I saw this movie, this TV series, because I had actually spent time in Alaska. I spent a couple of years in Alaska when I was in the service, and I hadn't heard any of this. I didn't know anything about this, but I do love the quirky paranormal and things like that, and anybody who knows me knows that. So I gave it a try, and I was pleasantly surprised. Holy crap, this is a funny series. It's great. There are some things these people do that are, in my opinion, defy logic. However, you know, it's still a good series. It came out in 2015. It has one season of 13 episodes. The premise is everyone has heard of the Bermuda Triangle, where scores of ships and planes go missing. However, few know about the Alaskan Triangle, where more than 20,000 people have vanished in the area just in the last 50 years. I want to say it's 4 or 5 out of every 1,000 people go missing. I mean, it's astounding how many people go missing, and I didn't even know about it. I was stationed there at Elmendorf. Theories abound as to the cause, and some of these theories are supernatural creatures like ice gnomes or the big hairy man. And for those of you who know, the big hairy man is essentially Bigfoot's bigger, meaner cousin who actually hunts people. You Other theories include energy vortexes, UFO abductions, HARP, which is a government program, high altitude atmospheric residence, auroral residence, something like that. Anyway, it's a facility there, and they beam all kinds of energy up into the sky, trying to mess with the atmosphere. And there's many other, theories about this, but they do a pretty decent job of exploring these. The stars are Jax Menez Atwell, Ken Gerhard, and Tommy Joseph. There's three of them, and of course I assume they've got cameramen and stuff with them, but I haven't. I didn't see their names or anything there. At any rate, it's an interesting premise. I have long heard the notion that Alaska has mysteries, but I didn't know anything about mysterious disappearances. I mean, being such a vast expanse of wilderness and in the frozen north, one would think people go missing, but not this much. Um, there's an incident. I'm going to do a video on it about the Japanese airliner that saw the UFO, the big UFO encounter, and I was in Alaska at the time, so this series is very well done, but sometimes I kind of got the feeling that these guys were not truly scared when they should have been, especially the episode of the Big Hairy Man. Um, One of the big premises that I have there is there are hunters that go hunting in Alaska, and they have, because it's a big wilderness area, great hunting, and they take these high-powered rifles. Well, if you're hunting a guy like something like the Big Hairy Man, which is Bigfoot's like 8 to 10 feet tall. This thing's supposed to be 15 feet tall, and carnivorous means that it eats people. Attacks people on a regular basis. There was apparently a fishing village that was actually abandoned because of it. And so, if they're going out like that, I didn't see anybody had a rifle. I saw one guy with a pistol. That was it. And if this thing's 15 feet tall and, like they say, can uproot trees, I'm thinking that little pistol ain't gonna do shit. I'm sorry, but that's the brunt of the matter. You need something with a little more kick to it, maybe an anti-tank rocket or something. But my point is, I got the impression these guys weren't scared when they should have been. That's my only problem with the series. Other than that, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. A lot of quirky theories as to why people are disappearing, and you get to see a lot of great wilderness shots, very panoramic vistas, things like that. So if you get a chance, check it out. Missing in Alaska from 2015. There's only 13 episodes, and if I'm not mistaken, you could probably see them on YouTube. You folks have a good night. God bless one and all.